Gonzalez from Pinoy Dreams, Pinoy Radio. And my question is about temporary foreign workers, specific to live-in caregiver program. Backlog. Thank you so much for I'm aware of a lot of approval for PR currently, recently, because they kind of showed to tell the Pinoy Dream. What was the problem going on right now from the temporary foreign workers into approval in the backlog type of thing is that most of those that are not approved yet, their medical are getting expired.
Yes.
So that's one thing that's going on. And the other one is, would you do a considerations for the family back home? And the other one is, the applications of 2010 and 2011 are still there, but we are aware of also of those that are approved for 2014. So they are writing me letters to the Pinoy Radio and telling if there is a backlog, how come 2014 have already been approved and 2010 and 11 are still sitting there?
Yeah.
So that's one thing.
Yeah, no, great questions. I mean, first, anyone who's been waiting since 2010-11 should not give up hope. We are going to process everyone in the backlog this year and next year. That is our commitment. We aim to deliver on it. Simple applications where we don't need to go back to the applicant for more information, where there aren't questions about residency or change of employment and so forth, sometimes go faster. And so that's why you will see sometimes a 2014 or 13 application approved before earlier ones. And you know, when an application is simple, we don't want to hold people back. Now we do work through applications in chronological order. There is no way to jump to the front of the queue, but applications have, you know, some have shortcomings, some raise questions. Sometimes we need to go back to the applicant, and that lengthens the process. As for families and loved ones, they are going to be among the top beneficiaries of this really decisive action to eliminate this backlog in only 2 years. And like you, I've met a lot of families who are here thanks to those efforts. You mentioned the temporary foreign worker program. We're very happy with the reform. The number of caregivers coming as temporary foreign workers remains strong. The number of the processing times for LMIAs have gone down. And we can now say credibly that temporary foreign workers are not coming unless truly there is not a Canadian available to do the job. And you know, when it comes to caregivers, we have a lot of caregivers now who are permanent residents. Some of them will continue in caregiving, some will go into other fields, but they are now among those Canadians who have to be considered first before a new temporary foreign worker is brought. So the system is working as we had hoped, and I think caregivers are among the foremost beneficiaries of our recent reforms. Was there one other question?
Yes, the temporary foreign workers right now that are currently in Alberta, and they're shifting to student because they just want to be one among those who can actually benefit for the PR stream. So are they going to be priority?
Very simple answer there. Anyone who studies and then works for a year or more in an eligible occupation will be eligible for express entry and will benefit from this much faster processing that we now have. We've seen a lot of Filipinos transition from caregiving work, temporary caregiving work, but also from every other field, and it's for that reason that the Philippines was our top country of origin last year. I think the numbers are strong again this year.
How is the international student, sorry, this is the last one. The international student, because I have been working with the private career college as well, they are saying that the federal government is more on the community college rather than going to, because of the post-grad work permit. How is it? Is there anything, any updates for that?
We're working with the private career colleges to ensure that when they are accredited, when they in the public system, that they benefit from the work permit system and the immigration system that Canada has and that draws so many immigrants here. I mean, the good news is we see growth in international students across the board. Primary schools, secondary schools, universities and colleges, and private career colleges. Canada has really moved up the rankings as a destination for international students, and we want that to continue.
Thank you.
Thank you.